Welcome back to Boring Reviews. It's Meanie Head here.
Oh,
Just trying to help you out. Meanie Head.
And lovely wife there. For those married or those in a very long time relationship, okay, you know there's certain things about your significant other that I'm not going to go as far as say drives you crazy, but just kind of maybe irks you a little bit. One of her favorite things is like the extremely passive, are we going to go to the grocery store today? Translation, Nick, when are you going to go to the grocery store? It's always a we. So like it's kind of confusing. It's like, are we going to take out the trash? I don't know. You want to do it together or you want to do it on your own? She means, will you take out the trash? You just say, will you take out the trash?
First of all, I learned that from my mother. I know, it's an excuse.
Or if it's like, get me a drink of water. Hey, do you want to get me a drink of water? No, I don't. That was an easy question.
At least that one, I mean, because that's what I have. I was like, do you want to turn off the screen
Who
recording?
wants to do something, like literally, that they don't want to do?
I was just trying to be helpful.
No, it's not. It's just, anyways. Let us know in the comment section real quick. What are some small things? Obviously, these aren't misdemeanors or felonies, but some small things that your significant other does that just a little bit. I'm sure there's a million other things that I do that drive her crazy, and that's okay. We are here to check out
Nick,
some...
I love everything about you.
That's a lie. We are here to check out some QI.
Quite interesting.
And this one is entitled...
What did Mussolini want Italians to eat?
Italian food.
That is very random. Please tell me something crazy. Like...
Pasta.
No, I was like squid eyes.
Maybe it's something like that where he felt like it would like give him extra advantages.
Bulk up that protein.
Whatever. I'm not gonna say who and I'm not gonna say what, but Mussolini's name recently came up in our household, and it was quite hilarious. The whole Gandhi Mussolini thing, remember? Yeah.
Not by one of our.
No. We're not gonna say who. We are not gonna say who, but it was hilarious, and it's just so funny that this came up. Or what's that? Yeah, it was Mussolini, Gandhi, and Buddha.
Yep.
Just saying. Those are the highlights. But we're going to go ahead and check this out. It's always fun to watch and to learn and to be reminded that I know nothing. If you like our reaction, please don't forget to
like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next upload video. I was like hitting it in the air. I was like, whack, bam.
Whack and a bam.
Absolutely. I'm ferocious.
Is whack like the cousin of Bam Bam?
Well, I was thinking of like the band Wham, and I was like, whack and bam.
Here we go.
What did Mussolini want Italians to eat to make them big and strong?
Mushrooms.
He had a national propaganda day for this food stuff, and he wanted Italians really to take
spinach
in a big way.
Was it a vegetable?
Steak.
Some sort of
Not quite a vegetable.
nuts.
Not nuts, no. It's something Italians do eat. They have a specialist dish.
Ravioli.
Rigatoni.
Risotto, which is made from
Rice.
rice, exactly. And Mussolini wanted to kick Italians off the habit of eating pasta and to get them into the habit of eating rice. And Italians didn't take kindly for this at all.
No.
And so here are some paddy fields,
ladies.
some Italian ladies growing rice.
And singing while they do it.
And singing as they did it. And rather extraordinary, he had on his side the futurists. You probably know about the futurist movement, which was a bit like...
Not yet.
The Dadaists and the... not yet.
Very good.
Almost too quick. Yeah. That was brilliant. Yeah, but the futurists were an art movement, and they were pretty witty. And Filippo Tommaso Marinetti, who was one of the great futurists, he said that pasta made Italians lethargic, pessimistic, and sentimental. And this brought down some as I'm sure was his intention. He opened his own restaurant, and he had some extraordinary dishes. I mean, way ahead. I mean, ahead of Heston Blumenthal or anybody like that. Here, this is my favourite one. It's called aero food, all right? Pieces of olive, fennel, and kumquat are eaten with the right hand, while the left hand caresses various pieces of sandpaper, velvet, and silk. All the while, the diner is blasted with a giant fan and sprayed with the scent of carnation to the music of Wagner.
What?
Isn't that a dish? I think somebody should have the guts and the wit to open a futurist restaurant again. There are other ones. There was chicken fiat. A chicken is roasted with a handful of ball bearings inside, When the flesh has fully absorbed the flavour of the mild steel balls, chicken is served with a garnish of whipped cream. There's one called the Excited Pig. A whole salami, skinned, is cooked in strong espresso coffee and flavoured with eau de cologne.
I think you've been to motorway services.
Wow.
That's so short.
How long did that business stay open? Oh my goodness gracious. I want to know, those women were so beautiful and in great shape. Like, I want to be on whatever regimen they were on.
How are you not beautiful and not in great shape?
Did you see, like, their thighs and their body? They were, like, perfect.
You are.
Perfect.
No.
Just saying.
No. You are.
I
out of
usually
control.
don't focus on those things. I just happen to see, like, how, like, happy they all looked. And then, like, their outfits. I was
It
looking
was
at,
a
they're so
picture.
cute, and they were
It's
just,
social
like,
media, for crying out loud.
just saying,
You can't get anything from a picture.
that was lovely. I want to be, like, in old-timey photos like that.
Just get a time machine. Go back in time. Get in a picture.
If I went back in time, I wouldn't come back. So.
You can be the first person to do duck face.
No.
Oh, so stupid.
So stupid.
So stupid.
But I want to get those really, really overly plump Botox lips and be like.
They're not. Oh my gosh. I have so many jokes I can make about that, but I'm not going to. Oh my.
I'm very all natural, very minimal.
So first of all, I'm not sure dietary wise if rice is much better than pasta, right? Because they both have carbs.
Mm-hmm.
They both not. I'm not saying gluten's bad, but they both have gluten. If you're
gluten
have a problem
intolerant.
with that, yeah. Maybe rice is a little less carbs, or not the. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Risotto, though, I've always heard about
So
it,
yummy.
especially watching the Hell's Kitchen and whatnot from Gordon Ramsay. Always has risotto in there. We finally had our first time, at least my first kind of risotto, at Hell's Kitchen here in Las Vegas at the restaurant. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, and I like rice, but I'm like, how much? What can you do to it? It was really, really good. And so it could be a lot worse things he could have suggested that they have.
Yeah.
Besides the pasta, but at least I was right about the pasta because that's what they were eating. Italian food, duh.
But that's like my favorite
that-
type of food is pasta. I love pasta and I love rice.
She loves the
And
pasta.
bread.
I think it's just okay. That's put it very nicely.
Italian food's my favorite.
But that restaurant, obviously they didn't have any kind of like a food administration department that you had to get approval from before you open it up establishment to the public. In the ball bearings
cook
until it
this with
absorbs the metal. I mean, they were just talking about metalloid, yeah.
Nope.
Poisons.
And the
Yes, that they pass on from father to son. The chicken, was it chicken? No, that was the chicken in the, was it the chicken? Yeah. And then something else was cooked in coffee espresso.
Yes.
Did this
And
guy
then
try this stuff? I'm like,
mixed with
man, this
some
is good.
Cologne odor or whatever he had said.
Yeah, with the whipped cream.
Oh, yes.
Oh, gosh.
That
I mean, and then
sounds-
you're sitting there and you're rubbing the texture.
Sandpaper and velvet and silk.
This is nice. Like, this guy had to be so much on so many drugs
It's like this.
and just so full of himself where he's like, no, this is what everyone's going to. It would be funny to find out that restaurant was super successful and charged like $50 a plate or whatever the equivalent was back then.
I could see something like that though,
So
opening
stupid.
up and people gravitating there because it's the new trendy thing to do.
Well, it's like the eat in the dark restaurants,
Yes.
right? Where your servers are blind people, so they can maneuver here or there.
That or
better.
they're wearing night vision.
Or it's like the mean restaurant where everyone is just mean to you and making fun
Where
of
would
you.
Go.
I don't know. I don't know how in any way I would enjoy that. I wouldn't mind eating in the dark once just to see, the senses and everything, how it's different. But I would have to have a lot of trust and faith in the person preparing that food.
Not just that, but in the people around you. Because is anybody trying to steal from you, or is anybody gross and like going?
Oh,
to
I'd
the
have my
table
wallet
and, like,
in my
taking
pocket
photos
and my
under
hand
skirt?
on it the whole time while I'm eating. But I'd have to. It would be kind of, I don't know, it'd be kind of fun to not know what the menu is, not know what the food is, and just the lights are off and you're just sitting there and like.
You know what, Nick?
It'd be a little suspenseful though.
I could cook you a meal and serve it to you in the dark, and then you can have that suspense feeling.
I'm so excited. Is it going to be lasagna or grilled cheese sandwiches or soup.
Listen, my grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup are amazing.
They are amazing the one time we've had it. If you like our reaction this anyway, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.